Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you are new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so that we can bring you the latest news as they happen. And together, we shall work together with our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, and Eastern Security Network to make our Biafran dream a reality. The Buhari impostor was smuggled out of Nairobi, Kenya, where he went to beg President Uhuru Kenyatta to help the Fulani Nigerian government cover up their crime they committed against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, since Kenyatta refused to refund some of the money that was given to him when they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Nairobi, Kenya. Buhari was in tears when the Kenyan government told him that they were not involved in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's kidnap and the illegal extradition to Nigeria, and that Buhari and his Fulani Nigerian government should bear the cross alone, because Kenyatta's government have warned him on several occasions that the Fulani Nigerian government should negotiate with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and release him, so that both countries will not get into trouble. But Buhari, because of his stubbornness, refused. The Kenyan government said that if the Fulani Nigerian government had listened to their advice, both nations would not have received letters of queries from the United Nations and International Criminal Court asking both nations to explain how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu got to Nigeria from Nairobi, Kenya. On Kenya's part, they have written the United Nations and International Criminal Court that they were not involved in the criminal kidnap and extradition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that the Fulani Nigerian government should be held solely responsible for that inhuman crime. Buhari's impostor had to be smuggled out of Kenya, and he ran back to Nigeria after failing to secure Uhuru Kenyatta's support to help the Fulani Nigerian government in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's human rights violations. IPOB said that Buhari and his Kenyan counterpart, Uhuru Kenyatta, committed crime against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu over his fight for Biafran restoration against the Nigerian government. This was contained in a statement issued by IPOB spokesman Emma Powerful, who further said that Buhari traveled to Kenya in order to cover up his role in the extradition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Fulani Nigerian government are now following due process in the case of the Fulani rogue police officer Abakari. But in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they did not follow any due process. Instead, they kidnapped him and illegally extradited him from Kenya to Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and illegally repatriated to Nigeria in June 2021 from Kenya by the criminal Nigerian security agents and some hoodlums in Kenya. However, the Kenyan government have repeatedly denied any involvement in the kidnap and rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Buhari went to Kenya to induce President Uhuru Kenyatta to see how both of them can collude in covering their crimes against humanity, which they committed via their roles in extraordinary rendition of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Buhari does not want Uhuru Kenyatta to leak more information about what transpired in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's extraordinary rendition. The revelations so far made at the Kenyan court have made Buhari very uncomfortable, and his Fulani Nigerian government are also in disarray. Hence, his desperation to stop further revelation by the Kenyan president. Nigeria and Kenya now know what fate awaits them over their duplicity in that crime or criminal act. Hence, the secret move by both presidents to hold meetings on how to cover their flanks. And that was why they disguised the United Nations Environmental Program. They scheduled it. It was a disguise. You know, Buhari was supposed to travel to the United Kingdom after the program. But when they found out that he may be arrested, he was smuggled out of Kenya and brought back to Nigeria. Nigeria and Kenya knows that they have committed sin against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They know. Both presidents know that they are guests of International Criminal Court and they cannot escape it. The international community must monitor Buhari's unscheduled trip to Kenya. Buhari and his allies will never succeed in their desperation to scuttle the Biafran restoration struggle. The only thing that will save Uhuru Kenyatta is truth. He should tell the world the truth. He should not allow Buhari to induce him against speaking the truth, because Buhari is known to be a big-time liar, a deceiver, and a blackmailer. He's known for that. And that is why his government, the foundation, was built on lies, deception, and blackmail and propaganda. In the last couple of weeks, life has once again become hell for residents of Southeast region following this upsurge of attacks, killings, and kidnapping by unknown gunmen created by hopeless ﷺ and the criminal Nigerian DSS in order to blackmail IPOB and Eastern Security Network. The resurgence was after a recede in November and December last year, but it has now increased. No part of Southeast region is free of the attack. Both Ihiala axis in Anambra State, which shares border with Olu area in Imo State, can arguably be said to be the theater of the present crisis. In Enugu and other states in the Southeast region, attacks have also been on the rise. You know, IPOB have clearly stated that they are not involved in the killings because their mandate is peaceful, fighting for Biafran restoration struggle, and not killing those they are meant to protect. The compromised Nigerian security agencies and operatives are the ones launching attacks to suppress Biafran freedom restoration. They are also importing machineries into Biafran land to maim, kill, and kidnap Biafrans to justify their labeling IPOB and Eastern Security Network as terrorist group. That is what they are doing. But they have failed because Biafra shall be free. The unknown gunmen ﷺ and criminal DSS created on Tuesday launched an attack on Amango Onhafia community in Onhafia local government area of Abia State, leading to the death of an unspecified number of people. The Uzodinjo gunmen also set fire to houses belonging to Biafrans in Ohafia community during the attack. You know, IPOB and Eastern Security Network will never kill or destroy homes of Biafrans they are defending. This is the handiwork of Uzodinjo criminal DSS and the compromised Nigerian terrorist military. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.